You're an
Was
addict then.
I beg, I'm not an addict.
It is
No,
addiction.
chill now. Because you wake up in the morning, you pick up your phone.
Wow. You know, you thank God that God.
No,
thank
now you
for-
thank God now, and then you pick up your phone because you want to know, what messages have I missed from the previous night, like, or what?
who is texting you at night?
What's your own? What like, what has happened in the world basically before I've woken up this morning.
Welcome to the Sam and Ray podcast.
Hello everyone.
Hi guys.
Welcome to the Sam and Ray podcast.
Welcome guys. Welcome to another episode.
Yeah.
We hope you guys are having a good week.
And enjoying the British weather.
Wherever you are in the world.
The British weather.
What's wrong with you?
Because it's windy, it's been raining. I don't tire. I can't wait for spring, Gabby. This spring is not springing.
The spring is not springing.
Nah, it's not springing at all. I can't wait for summer. Anyway,
whatever weather we have, we are very appreciative of it.
yes, sir.
We hope you guys are enjoying the weather wherever you are. Yep, we are back again with another banger of an episode.
Another
banger. Last week was crazy. Last week we had a guest, and that episode was big. Got a lot of feedback from you guys. And we'd like to say thank you guys. Thank all our, weekly listeners. Everybody who shares, who likes, who follows.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah, those of you that are telling us, when is your next episode coming out?
Yep.
You keep encouraging us to do more.
Keeping us on our toes.
Yeah.
10 toes.
Okay, so what are we talking about today, Seth?
Today, we are talking about everything social media. Yeah, so we're talking about the impact of social media on our everyday lives, especially in 2024. So, yep, that's what we're talking about today.
Right.
So, Ray, how important is social media in your life?
Me.
Yeah.
It's very important too. Like, if you shut me out of social media, I don't think I'll be able to function like a normal human being. What about you?
Well, yeah, I'm a fair user. I can say I'm a fair.
Lie.
It's true.
Okay.
I'm not, okay, yeah, okay, maybe a bit more, but yeah, I'll say I'm a fair user of social media.
First, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like you don't really use social media, to 10 being you're addicted, what will you put? Where will you put yourself?
6.5.
And that's fair.
I'll say 6.5. That's fair.
Okay.
Because right now, social media is in every corner of our lives. There's nothing we can do without social.
Yeah.
Like, how much can we do without
It's
social
been thrown at your
media?
face every time, every day.
And I can say, yeah, so from back in the day, social media has evolved so much. You can literally see social media in every application that you use, even in Duolingo. Would you agree that Duolingo is a social media platform?
I think it's an educational platform.
Yeah, but you can follow people on Duolingo.
That's true. Actually,
You have friends on Duolingo.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So does an application having the follow feature make it a social media platform?
Yeah, the word social means that there's a group of people
Right.
that you can communicate with.
Right.
I think that's what it means. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if it's an application that you have a group of people on there that can connect with each other, it's social media.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm will continue.
What's the meaning of that?
Means you know book now. It's Ghana boy safe.
It was all this. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be talking everything social media today. So Yeah, so like what you were saying, I think I'm a fair user. What about you? So you two, what rate, what would you put yourself on that scale? Where would you put
Me, the
yourself?
number that comes to my head is 8.
You're an
Because
addict then.
I beg, I'm not an addict.
8 is
No, chill
addiction.
now. Because you wake up in the morning, you pick up your phone.
Wow. You know what I mean? Thank God that God.
No,
Thank
now you
for
thank God now, and then you pick up your phone because you want to know, oh, what messages have I? And I think this is, I need to reduce this. You pick up your phone and you're like, oh, what messages have I missed from the previous night? Like,
nights.
or
So who is texting you at night?
what's your own? What like, oh, what has happened in the world basically before waking up this morning and all that. And generally just okay, so I have this thing where on my Chrome browser I get like updates, like news kind of updates.
Yeah.
So yeah, I usually go through that like almost every day as well. So basically just catching up and knowing what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So social media, yeah, to me is a tool that is at everybody's disposal. But as like every tool, it can be for good and for bad. Depends on how you use it. So like we're saying, if you're an addict, then it will there will be no benefit of social media to you. But if you use it as a good tool to like share good stuff, share your own content, your promote your business, whatever good thing
Yeah.
that you use it for, then it becomes beneficial to you.
Yeah, of course.
So we'll be discussing like various ways in which to make it beneficial to us, So what are some of the ways that you make social media, beneficial to you?
I mean, if we take Instagram for example, in the past couple of years now, I believe Instagram has made people's business blow. Like,
That's
if you
very
get what I mean.
true.
Before you probably had to, go to somebody's store and like physically, by the way, to get something or whatever, or But now, like, just click, click, clack, clack, and you've
It's
placed an
gone.
order, it's delivered to you, and stuff like that. And also, this particular one stands out for me because even, I think even before COVID, maybe it's after COVID, sure, but LinkedIn, for example, right? Like people get jobs on LinkedIn now, Indeed and whatnot. And previously, if you wanted to apply for a job, you see the like the adverts.
Yeah.
They'll most likely like tell you to come into the
Office
office for
used to
like
be on
in
graphic
yeah everything,
papers.
yeah, but like literally like some nowadays you probably don't even need to like go into an office at all. You can literally
No.
be in Scotland and
Just click
get a
apply.
job in England. Just click apply. Like, LinkedIn has even made it so easy
Easy.
to apply. Everything is just so, what's the word?
Yes, everything's so easy. Like
Yeah.
looking for a job, let me just say, I'm sure it's everywhere, but like you're saying, with the help of LinkedIn, I can apply for like 50 jobs in a day. Back in the like back then, I'm sure you have to write like cover letter
Yeah.
and everything to be sent
Package your
in.
portfolio and everything, and you print
Now,
it
wow.
and you this and you that. But now,
Yeah,
it's
and then be
just,
sending it to every person like
yeah.
separately.
And I feel like with LinkedIn, for example, now you have more exposure. You can connect with people from different parts of the world. So you're not limited to like the kind of things you would see.
See, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like when you're searching for a job, for
Job.
example, you are not limited. You have like a wide range of people you can connect with. Maybe it's a friend, a connection of a connection, and you see that they're hiring or whatever. So like that for me on LinkedIn is a very, very great feature, which I think, you can utilize. So that way social media can be like a powerful tool for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of like amazing like features on
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
yeah.
So now they have like a learning platform as
Oh,
well
yeah.
that you can learn whatever you want. You can be on there to learn. If you're a master in something, you can create your own course
Yeah,
and then put it on there. I'm sure you can earn from that.
yeah.
Even with the jobs that you were saying, one good feature about the job search is the filter. You can get it like the job in your nearest location, the specific like role that you want, and then you can set like a job alert, and then you be getting those jobs as they come in.
Yeah, there's even this feature
So
that I don't think a lot of people are exploring yet. And I just need to make sure, but I think I know that you can also offer services on LinkedIn. Do you know that? So you can like create like some profile or something and
yeah,
offer certain services,
services on it really.
Yeah, you can do that. So like that is also one way you can, use it to your advantage.
It's a
So
lot of
yeah, it's really
advantage, isn't
good.
it?
Yeah.
Back to your comment on Instagram. So for me, is the transition in social media that like blows my mind. So Instagram, I'm sure for a lot of people, they know that Instagram it started out as like an album, kind of like platform,
Yeah.
social media where you just post your photos.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, it's now booming a lot of businesses. I'm sure there's a store, like a store platform on Instagram, right?
Yes,
Where
that you can
like
add
e-commerce,
products and people
yeah,
can link. Yeah, there is.
exactly.
I mean, not just businesses safe. If you look at, like Gen Zs of nowadays or like our recent content creators, like not just businesses, but people have literally blown like their brand, like you as a brand. People have blown on
Blown, yeah,
social
on
media
social
because of
media.
like one post. Do you get?
Yeah.
Some people have even like made a hobby into a business. Like
Yes.
maybe you like to
And
cook.
most of these people, it always starts out as like a hobby. Like it's just fun for them, and then later on they realize, oh, this thing is can actually be lucrative. This thing I can actually take it like
Yeah,
full time.
especially when you get comments and people start, asking questions, reacting to it and stuff, and be
Yeah,
like, yeah, I can actually make something out
make
of it.
something
And
out of
then
it.
you
Yeah,
just find your passion. Some people could be fashion, some people, different things. And yeah,
yeah,
it has really exposed people a lot.
yeah. And now most people have realized the shift that a lot of these social platforms are being monetized. YouTube started it. I'm not sure started it, but yeah. YouTube, then Facebook with ads, and then Twitter, X. Also, they've monetized it. They are paying people for, you know, the engagement, whatever they are doing on X is being monetized. And now it's moving to Instagram as well. So is social media is serious currency. It's serious
Oh,
money.
no, no, people make money from it like every day. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy.
So now we've talked about like, social media is this, social media is that, da 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 da. But let's also talk about like the addiction part of it. Like everything, I feel like something cannot just have only pros. Like things can also have cons. And we definitely know it's not today that people have been talking about social media addiction. You know, so like, do you think this addiction is even on an all-time rise? Like recently you've seen Gen Z's and the way every okay, in
Exactly.
fact,
That's what I was gonna say.
let me even
Actually,
give you a very very perfect example, and I am very very conscious of this as well. You enter a bus, you sit down in the bus, and just take a look around you. I guarantee you that 80% of people are on their phones.
true.
80% of people are on their phones. Or what other example can I even give? I'll leave the bus one for now. most people are on their phones. And sometimes I'm just like, whatever happened to social interaction, you know? What happened to looking out the windows? Like, this is just like an example. Yeah. I've seen this situation happen so many times. And I just feel like we're losing touch with like human interaction, social
Yeah, that's
interaction.
true.
You know, especially with this whole work from home, everything is now technology, technology. Yeah,
COVID.
you
After
know,
COVID,
COVID,
like,
like, yeah, people even became more glued to their devices and stuff. So, like, do you think is at an all-time rise? Is it even like getting worse? Should we be scared?
um, like you have literally the answer is really literally in your question, because like post COVID, um, everybody got used to their remote life.
Yeah.
Everybody got used to their screens, and it's very
Ca-
hard to
Can you see my
detach.
screen?
It's very hard to detach from your screens, because now the whole world is in your palm.
Yes, yes.
So why would I leave that to for physical interaction when I can get all the interaction I need on my phone?
But don't you think that is affecting the younger generation? Like, okay,
Yeah,
let me give
is
an
that
example.
yeah.
When we were growing up, we're not too old like that, Sha. But when we were growing up, when we were like 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, when you come back from school, you probably have one cartoon that shows at 3 p.m. bang on in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You watch it for an hour because it's definitely an hour.
Yeah.
And then the
The
next
rest is
hour is
boring.
like, yeah,
So
it's boring. And then maybe 8 p.m. in the night
you
is
go out to
news,
play.
right? So at that point, then you go out to play, right? Go, at least for some of us girls that, you know, we know it's a play rough. But, you know, generally you go out to play with your friends for hours until mommy comes you, it's time for dinner, and you
Yeah.
know. But nowadays, especially in this UK again, like, you know how Africa is, but like especially in this UK where everybody is gets inside. Gets inside, like you're always inside
Yeah, true.
basically. So like I feel like it's even worse. Like children are not being children, if you get what I mean. Like
Yeah, I get what you
they
mean.
are glued to their devices. You know,
Yeah, but
honestly,
I feel
like,
like it's their world. That's the age they are in.
but is that really good? Like,
Oh, the effects are glaring. You can see the way they behave sometimes.
what
All
do you
these
mean?
Gen Zs.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you not a Gen Z?
Oh, like they are antisocial.
Yes, I
A lot
agree.
of a lot of them, they do not have the manners that we
Yes,
grew up with.
yes,
So the younger kids now, they do not have a lot of like, they do not know how to go about social interaction. They do not know how to approach like people. They don't know how to greet. Like they do not know how to start a conversation. So yeah, it's bad.
it's very bad.
Once like if you're always on your phone, it's fine. Like you build your internet
Community,
persona,
yeah, yeah,
but your internet persona is different from your real life persona, and you also have to build a real life persona, because like it happened in Africa when the internet shut off
oh,
for some days.
chai,
Everybody had to face real life,
yes, now,
and that can happen in the world. Like people like, if you watch some alien movies,
I beg, don't bring that one.
if aliens come down to Earth, they will just shut down the
I beg, I
internet and
beg,
the
I beg.
satellites and everything, and then we'll have to get back to real life, and then it will become a problem because we've forgotten what real life feels like, and
I'm not gonna lie. Let me cut you short small. When we had the whole NSAS thing in Nigeria and Twitter was banned for like, was it a year or something, and a lot of people
oh
had to use VPN and stuff. That for me was the point where my use of Twitter really declined.
Reduced. Yeah.
Really, really declined till date. Like Twitter used to be my. I'm not so much of a tweet person, but like, so Twitter, what Twitter was then is what like my TikTok is now, basically. So Twitter was like my every morning bang on. Like you're going to Twitter, you're going to see what's trending, stuff like that. But since that period, like my use of Twitter has especially my uncle Elololo now came to do whatever he came to do on Twitter again, and whatever. But yeah, it has really declined. So I feel like, yes, if the whole world is like shut off from like the internet, it will be forced to like find alternatives, and stuff like that.
But a lot of people will struggle.
Of course.
Yeah. Especially if you're not used to, social real life like interaction. So it's important to build that. Actually, it's very, very important to.
And I'm curious to know, like, people that have kids, like in Nigeria, for example, it's still a bit okay, like even with the whole use of technology, everything. But you will still like see kids playing, do you get what I mean? Like kids are still being kids, kind of like in Nigeria. But like here in the UK, where like me now, where I've been living,
I feel like even back home, me like this. When I was going to primary school, so my primary school used to be in an estate. It was a government school, but it was in Sakumono Estates. So, and I lived in like a different suburb of Accra. So the kids in the estates, they didn't really used to do much of going out to play like football or like just roaming in the area or something. They always like play games or they're watching Cartoon Network, because anytime you're walking through the estates, it's always quiet.
those ones are rich kids.
Exactly, rich kids. So,
and no, that's the thing about rich kids. They don't want their children to mix with and also, some people like they need to be security conscious so that somebody not going to kidnap their children and come and ask for ransom, all those kind of things. So rich kids, I'm very sorry, but I can understand why they are probably like locked indoors and stuff like that. But generally, so overall, you would still agree with me that raising kids in Africa is very, very different from raising kids in the UK. Like, you need to be very, very careful, first of all, the kind of people they mix with here, because, we are different. But at the same time, I was trying to make a point that where I live, I've been here over a year now. I don't know my neighbors' names. Do you get? Like, I don't know my neighbors' names. The only one I know, maybe when we jam on the corridor, hello, hi.
When you pick a package.
And somebody, you pick somebody's package or somebody pick it, that kind of thing. So how much more like the kids as well, like they're not going out, they're not interacting with people and stuff. So it's just like...
Yeah, I don't know what the history is and what the problem is, but I feel like if you're in the same house with... Like, let's say you're living in a flat, like an apartment. Your kids, the parents in the apartment, your kids should be able to interact with each other.
Yeah.
Like, what's there to lose?
I don't know. And if you guys remember was it our very first episode where I was talking about, I think I kind of touched on this before, where I was like, in Nigeria, if your neighbor does not see you for like 3 days, they will come and knock your door. It means like, we've not seen you, what's happening? That kind of thing. They would like, I mean, we have nosy neighbors, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just that there's still that human connection ish.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah. So I'm curious to know, like, this is a question to our listeners, our parents, basically, like, how has it been raising your kids here? Like, I'm sure you agree with me. You don't have that much interaction with people around you. So how do you like engage your kids? Because I know this is one of the reasons, using like whatever YouTube or whatever for your kids is like on the rise, because even here it's worse. It's way it's not as easy to like get other things to engage your kids, if you get what I mean.
A lot.
There's no party to attend. There's no.
But I still feel like you, the parents, should be all the fun that your kid needs. Like, honestly, like me, I can't wait to. I'm not saying I'm fantasizing of having a kid, but if I do, like all the things that I grew up, learning, like the stories, those riddles, like pass it on to the next generation. I feel like our generation, we are doing very terribly, passing on stuff because of social media.
Don't
Like,
worry, when you
I
have
see-
your child,
I
I will bookmark this thing. Continue.
I'll do it because a lot of parents, I don't know, to me, I feel like it's laziness. Just to take a tablet, buy a kid a tablet, and then they'll just be on YouTube
Please,
the whole
let
day.
me put disclaimer. Please, this is not in any way saying don't buy a tablet for your kids, because I fully support that.
I'm not saying don't buy a tablet for your
But
kids,
like-
but when you're always feeding your kid the tablet so that they do not worry you, or you yourself,
Let's
you do not
make it very
have that
clear.
interaction with your kid. That's terrible to me. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to impact into your kids
Of course.
some of the things that you learned growing up, because those things are what made you who you are today, and you don't want your kids to miss out on that. And all the content that people put on the internet that your kid will be feeding is somebody's idea. So if you don't feed your own ideas into your kid, then they'll pick their ideas from somebody else, and then they'll grow up to be people that you yourself you cannot recognize. So
Word.
yeah.
Oh my, you spit bars, man.
bars,
You're
innit?
spitting bars.
Yeah, for real.
I beg.
So yeah, like if you're a parent out there, like
From
be
a non-parent.
intentional. Yeah,
From
from
a
a
non-
non-parent, be intentional about what you feed your kids. Like even if you don't know any Kwekwanansi story, go and Google it. If you have
please spell
forgotten
it.
it, Kwekwanansi,
Oh, okay. Continue.
the like African folk tales.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, those stories will okay, these are to African parents, but yeah, teach your kids history, teach
Yeah.
your kids Bible, even if it's Bible story, if it's whatever, like have that interaction instead
Okay.
of YouTube, and that's it.
Okay, we've been talking too much about kids now. I think
Yeah,
to
we have
wrap.
diverted from social.
No. Of course, this is still part of it now because they are using YouTube and everything. All these, they are, what's the name of this
Coco
social
something.
media? No, one social media this platform that came out in 2019. I can't remember the name again. Anyway,
For kids?
not for kids, but like teenagers, kind of. I can't remember the name right now. But like, what about we adults?
What about us?
Like, some of us tend to be addicted as well. Like, what are the ways we can, because don't forget the example I told you earlier about if you enter a bus, it's not just kids now. Like, lots of adults, everybody be pressing phone.
I feel like as an adult, you should be able to make the distinction between being a consumer and being a creator on social media. Like I said, social media is a tool. If you are addicted to it, make sure it's benefiting you.
Yeah.
That's what I'll see. If you are a creator on TikTok and you're always, creating, editing, posting, and stuff, that's what you do every day, 24/7. You're benefiting from it. That's blessed, bro.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
if every day you have to go and buy data, and then you be sitting down, or you be watching TikTok 24/7, and you be laughing, enjoy yourself. Then somebody will be creating the content, putting it on there. You go and buy data. The data will finish. TikTok is very data consumptive. Consuming, whatever the word is. Created my own way. So
Yeah,
I feel
think-
like if you're on that side of the line, then that's bad. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
should.
right. I think nowadays you need to think of ways to make money, you know. So if you're consuming, not necessarily make money, sha, but let it be beneficial for you. So if you're consuming content, are you consuming? Of course, sometimes you can consume it for the laughs, like just to make your day feel better. But at the same time, you also want to follow pages or profiles that you can learn stuff from.
Yeah, of course. Whatever you're consuming, it should be beneficial to you as well. Like this podcast. If you're listening to this podcast, you're learning so much from us. So keep listening. Yeah. This is the only thing you should be consuming in a day.
Tell them. Tell them.
Yeah. So
And you should be sharing it with people.
you should be sharing with your friends to consume only this podcast. Once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I think that's all time would permit us to do for today.
Yes, so
We hope you guys have a lovely week. There's so much ahead. There's so much ahead of us to do. I want to give a positive quote, but there's none coming. Do you have any quotes that you can give to them for the week?
Hey God, why are you putting this on me right now?
Do good, be good,
stay good.
Stay good.
From us, do good, be good, and stay good.
Yeah.
God bless.
And
enjoy the British weather.
One good you can do is to, like and follow our podcast.
Tell them.
Whatever
If you have not
platform.
listened to episode 4, I don't know what you are doing right now. As you are finishing this one, go and click on the other episodes and go and be listening to it and go and be sharing with your people. Because I don't know what else you are doing if you're not sharing.
Anyway,
thank you very much for listening, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.
Peace.